Steelers Nation, take a breath, because a lot just happened. I'm still processing everything myself. Just a couple of weeks ago, this team was sitting confidently at 4-1, momentum on our side, everything clicking. Then, out of nowhere, 2 straight losses hit, and the mood flipped overnight. Now, it feels like the whole organization is in motion at once. Roster tweaks, injury updates, trade rumors, all converging at the same time. You can feel the urgency. It's like the entire building knows that something has to shift right now. Before we dig into all the madness, quick reminder: subscribe and leave a like. It helps keep this community strong and pushes these updates further into Steeler Nation. We're building something powerful together, and every bit of support counts. Now let's talk about what's really going down in Pittsburgh. The first big headline is on the offensive line, and it's a smart, calculated move. The Steelers have signed Jack Driscoll, a name that might not turn heads immediately, but it should. Drafted by the Eagles in 2020, Driscoll played his college ball at UMass and Auburn, and most importantly, he brings with him a Super Bowl ring. The timing of this signing tells the whole story. Guard Isaac Sumalo is banged up. It's not a season-ending injury, but it's enough to cause concern, especially with the Colts up next. When you're staring at a tough defensive front, you need security, and that's exactly what Driscoll offers. Driscoll's resume speaks to his flexibility. In 47 games with the Eagles, he bounced between right tackle, right guard, and even took some snaps on the left side. He's not primarily a left guard, but his adaptability gives the Steelers options. That's what matters right now. Options. Beyond his playing time, he also brings championship experience. He wasn't on the field during Philly's Super Bowl run, but he lived that process. He understands what it takes to prepare, to win, and to handle pressure when the stakes are sky high. That kind of locker room mentality is gold. With Sumalo possibly out, expect either Driscoll or Spencer Anderson to step into the lineup, and don't be surprised if Driscoll appears in those jumbo, power-heavy packages. Remember, everything starts with the line. If protection collapses, the offense does too. This move prevents that cascade from starting. Unfortunately, the defense isn't catching the same kind of break. Injuries are starting to stack up, and that's creating serious problems. Safety Deshon Elliott went down with a knee injury against Green Bay and has now been placed on injured reserve. That's at least 4 weeks gone, maybe more. Losing Elliott is like removing the anchor from the defense. He's the communicator, the field general, the one everyone looks to when chaos hits. Without him, that backfield loses structure. Then came another setback. Jabril Peppers didn't practice all week due to a quad injury and has now been ruled out for the Colts game. It's starting to feel like a pattern, and not the good kind. To patch things together, the team made a move, bringing in Kyle Duggar from New England. That's a bold trade, and it might prove critical. Duggar's been a versatile safety his entire career, playing both box and deep roles. But here's the catch. This will be his first game in a new system. The Patriots' defense and Pittsburgh's scheme are completely different worlds. New play calls, new signals, new expectations. He's talented enough to adjust quickly, but there's no denying how difficult it is to step in and perform right away. Luckily, Chuck Clark has stepped up recently, logging heavy defensive snaps while Juan Thornhill continues to contribute in key rotations. Still, depth is thin, and the timing couldn't be worse. The Colts currently lead the entire NFL in both yards and points per game, averaging 385 yards and nearly 34 points each week. Facing that kind of firepower without 2 of your best safeties? That's a serious test for this defense. And then comes the big rumor, the one shaking up the fan base. Whispers are swirling that the Steelers are exploring a blockbuster move for Jaylen Waddle. It's not confirmed, but the buzz is real. The idea makes sense. This offense has solid players, DK Metcalf, Jalen Warren, Jonnu Smith, Calvin Austin, but it's missing that one electric, game-changing weapon. Waddle fits that bill perfectly. Explosive routes, elite speed, infectious energy. He's the kind of player who changes the entire feel of a game the second he steps on the field. So why would Miami part with him? Because their system revolves entirely around Tua Tagovailoa. If he goes down, the Dolphins' window closes instantly. they might be forced to start thinking long-term, and that's where we could swoop in. For Pittsburgh, the logic is clear. You've got Aaron Rodgers, a 21-year veteran still performing at a high level, chasing that elusive second ring. This team isn't building for 5 years from now. It's building for right now. To get Waddle, it would take real capital, probably a first-round pick or a pair of seconds. But that's what you pay when the goal is a championship, not a rebuild. And here's where speculation turns into reality. Calvin Ridley. Unlike the Waddle chatter, this one has real traction. Betting markets and insider reports have the Steelers listed as favorites to land him, ahead of teams like Buffalo and New England. Bookies.com currently gives it a 25% chance, which, in trade talk, is a strong signal that discussions are happening behind the scenes. Ridley's track record speaks for itself. A first-round pick in 2018, he dominated in Atlanta, then bounced back in Jacksonville after his suspension, posting over 1,000 yards last season. But 2025 hasn't been kind. Just 16 catches for 290 yards and no touchdowns through 6 games. The Titans' offense is sputtering under rookie QB Cam Ward, and Ridley's in the final year of his contract. For a rebuilding team, that means he's available. For Pittsburgh, it means opportunity. Ridley's the kind of player who could reignite this offense instantly. He runs precise routes, competes hard, and knows how to score. Bringing him in would be a statement, not just a roster move, but a declaration that the Steelers are all in. Rodgers is here to win now, and the front office clearly knows it. Draft picks are valuable, but windows like this don't last forever. So here's what we're seeing unfold. The offensive line reinforced, the defense hanging on through adversity, a major receiver rumor swirling, and a real trade target emerging in Ridley. All these moves send the same message. This team believes the moment is now. The Steelers are reshaping themselves in real time, not just planning for the future, but fighting to seize it.